Hi, and welcome to this edition of Mobile Tech Videos. I'm Josh, also known as Connection 2005 on the forums, and today we'll be talking about how to modify your lock on your Android device, in particular on Samsung Captivate. Today we've got a phone here running Cognition 2.3 Beta 4, and as you can see we've got the Samsung glass pane lock. Now that's okay for most people. I happen to prefer the tap lock, which is the horizontal sliding lock. So we're going to talk about how to get that done. You need to go out to the market and download an application called ROM Manager. And once you've done that, we'll go to the next step. So we're going to allow you to go get ROM Manager at this time. Catch up with you in a bit. Okay, once we have gone out to the market and grabbed ROM Manager, a little brief info about ROM Manager. It's a great application to install ROMs, update.zip files, and do a numerous amount of other things as well. We're going to go ahead and open it. Now, lately ROM Manager has been slightly buggy, so this could be, we're going to show you a couple different ways to get this accomplished. This phone here is already rooted. You need to root your phone in order to do this, so see one of my root videos if you are not rooted. And for users that have never used this before, you would want to click Flash Clockwork Mod Recovery, and hopefully you would get this list and you would choose your device. If you don't, download the romman.zip file provided in the More Info section and place it at the root of the SD card on the internal storage. So we've got ours right there. For you people that weren't able to flash like we just did, once you get the romman.zip on the drive itself, go ahead and rename it to update, which we'll call it update.zip. So we've got it changed to update. We'll say OK. And now we can see update.zip down there at the bottom. Now we want to go ahead and get ready to reboot into recovery. Before that, be sure that you have grabbed your lock screen of choice. We're using the taplock.zip and placed it as well in the root of the internal SD card. One quick thing about lock screens, don't just go grab any lock screen that you think works. You really need to make sure that it works unless you're like a developer or you really have some time to waste on reflashing the ROM. Flashing a lock screen can result in force close issues, and you may end up having to reflash the ROM. It's not really that big of a deal if you're ready for it, but otherwise just read up on the threads and make sure that what you're using is compatible for the architecture that you're going to run it on. So, with the romman.zip renamed to update.zip, as well as our taplock.zip folders in the root, we're going to go back into ROM Manager and reboot into recovery. Press that, say OK. It's going to prompt for super user. Say allow. That's part of being rooted. And now we're going to reboot into recovery. This phone came default with Clockwork Mod Recovery as part of Cognition. For you users that don't have it, this is a step you're going to have to go with. So press the down volume button to highlight reinstall packages once you get prompted with that screen. Press power to select, and you should be in the green text menu now. This is the Clockwork Mod Recovery mode launcher from here. From here, we want to choose Install Zip from SD card. So go down, highlight that, press power. Then go down one and say Choose Zip from SD card. Then we want to go down to the tap lock of choice for the lock screen. Now keep in mind this is also the exact same way that you install ROMs, you install any update.zip package that anyone else has created. So keep that in mind for future use. So we've highlighted taplock.zip. We're going to press power. And this makes it really tricky to get to, and the reason is because normally this is a serious system implementation. So we're going to go all the way down until you find the one that says yes for install your .zip file. Press power. And it just flashed it. Now we want to go back and reboot system now. So once the phone boots back up, we'll catch up and we'll talk about the changes we've made. Okay, we're on the way back up. I wanted to elaborate that the boot up time is going to be a little slow to begin with, so you may experience 2 to 4 times longer boot than what you anticipated. But we're waiting now for the files to rebuild, and we should be getting our lock screen momentarily. So we'll just wait on that. And there it is. There's the beautiful, in my opinion, tap lock screen. So now the media scanner is still running, but you should be able to use it at this point. So we can grab, slide across, and it unlocks. Now keep in mind it's only laggy like that because mine's still loading all the files it needs. So media scanning is complete. So if we power off, power back on, there it is. That is how to change the tap lock screen on your Android Samsung Captivate device using Clockwork Mod Recovery. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. Check out mobiletechvideos.com. Check out any of the videos in our channel. Feel free to browse around over the XDA, Android Central, and Samsung Captivate forum. And as always, good luck.